And good morning, good evening, good afternoon, traders and students all around the world. This is FXPassion broadcasting you live on YouTube. And this is Forex Trading Course 101. Remember everybody, we are in the intermediate module and today is the last day of the Fibonacci trading theory. And remember what we're trying to do here. We are trying to build the three pillars. Pillar number one is the strategy and or the system. Pillar number two is the risk management that we are trying to understand, right? How risk management works inside our strategy and in or our system. And the big one, the psychology part. And what do champion beginner traders say? Champion beginner traders say, I am not going to live and die on a trade by trade basis. And of course this is a quote from Mark Douglas, and I have my quote here on the left: when the market scares the hell out of you, don't be afraid to do the right thing. Now what are the right things to do? Well, simply following the concepts, the rules, you know. Hello King of Swing, happy Wednesday to you. Hello Miguel, hello Christian. And remember everybody, 90% of traders lose money in the Forex market worldwide. And I'm not talking about trade by trade basis, right? But 90% of traders aren't making any consistent profits, you know. Yes, it's not that, yes, some of them burn the account, you know, some of them don't, you know, but 90% of traders still cannot, are not making any consistent profits, if you want, or they are not, you know, give me a second everybody, there you go, they are not consistent winners, if you want, okay? And disclaimer, the webinars are not trading or investment advice. The webinars are for educational purposes only. Either way, don't trade with money you cannot afford to lose. And for homeworks and or questions, you have my Gmail contact, my Skype contact, and my LinkedIn contact. Hello Zuelius, como está o senhor hoje? That being said, everybody, let's go. And what we're going to do today, rules for trading the three Fibonacci's. We are going to talk about one more concept, and then we are going to check currency by currency, and we're going to check daily charts. Okay, so we learned a lot. Now today we are going to talk about the C, okay, and the concepts about the C, okay, and talking about trading. And now we're going to delete the indicators, okay. Now you have a daily chart on the left, everybody. You have a daily chart on the left, and you have a original Fibonacci. Edit levels, where is this one? Okay, so you have the original Fibonacci on the left side, and the market's making lower lows, lower highs, you know, whatever, it's retracing, right? And you have a bearish candle, everybody. You have a bearish candle now, and on the 1 hour, 2 hour, or whatever 15-minute chart, you know, you can have like this, which is a 50% uptrend, or you can have like this, which is a 75% uptrend. Now what we learned so far, we learned about that a C is not necessarily a low, right? Edit label, let's make it bolder, right? We learned that a C inside the AB boundary, ABCD, right? We learned that A must be a low in an uptrend, right? So, and we learned that the B must be a high, right? And what else we learned? We learned that the C, it's a lower point inside the AB boundary, you know, and it's not necessarily a low. Okay, so this is the last concept, and maybe you have something like this on the 15-minute chart, 1 hour chart, whatever chart, you know, and maybe you have a Fibonacci like this, you know, or maybe you have a, on the smaller time frame, maybe you have a Fibonacci like this, or maybe, you know, you have a Fibonacci like this, you know, and you have Fibonacci retracement, right? Okay, now what would you say? And yes, okay, you know, you have a confirmed C, right? Let's make it like this, edit colors, change colors, not the polyline, but edit levels, contour, there you go. Okay, so on the daily or your trading time frame, you have an up Fibonacci, up structure, up market wave, whatever, and you have a confirmed C, you know, and the candle is bearish. The candle is bearish, you know, and it's moving. Namaste Patak, how are you? The candle is bearish and it's moving, right? It's not closed yet. Okay, or maybe it is, you know. So this is one, you have a bearish candle, could be moving, could be closed, you know, and you have something like this on the 15-minute chart, 1 hour chart, 4 hour chart. Now the question is now the right time to enter? What would you say? Is now the right time to enter on the 1 hour chart, 15-minute chart? You know, what do you think? And remember, everybody, there is no right or wrong. It's just what do you think. You can say yes, you know, you can say I don't know, you can say no. Okay? So today is rules for trading the 3 Fibonacci's, part 4. It's the last part. We learned a lot. We learned about the multiple time frame trading and everything else. So what do you think? It's a yes or a no? King of Swing, Miguel, Christian, Zuelius and Patak, and everybody else. There are 5 more people in the room. What do you think? Don't be shy. What do you think? And remember, you have 2 questions, right? Question number 1 is going to be, can we enter? And the next question that follows immediately is why? You know? Okay? And remember, everybody, I have a 20 seconds delay in the chat. Yes, no? Okay, I have some answers on the other streaming platforms. Somebody says yes, somebody says no. Okay, why not? If you say yes, I can enter, you know, why? Or if you say no, you can better not, you say why not? And remember, everybody, you need to, in order to understand this yes or no, you need to understand the relationship between those 2 charts, right? Okay, let me refresh the chat, everybody. So Chris says wait for the counter trendline break. On what time frame? On what time frame? What time frame, everybody? Or Christian, wait for the counter trendline break. On the daily or the 1 hour chart, 2 hour chart? Remember, if you are looking at the 2 hour chart, 15-minute chart, 1 hour chart, right? So everybody, congratulations Christian, wait for a counter trendline break, right? Most likely on the daily, okay? And let's talk about a counter trendline break, everybody. What if you have the movement, it's like this, you know, and now you have a bearish candle, and you have a bearish candle like this, and the counter trend line break, it's like this on the daily. Yes sir. Now everybody, if you enter on the 1 hour chart, 2 hour chart, 15-minute chart, whatever, you know, because you have all the reasons to go up, but the candle is bearish. So, oh Passion, but you said that the C, yes, the C doesn't need to be a low, it's just a point, but talking about probabilities, everybody, and this lesson, it's an upgrade. Wait for the market to close a low. Okay, wait for the market to close a low. Okay, now talking about the counter trendline break, well, this is a strategy, you know. So if the market is in here and this market close a low like this on the daily, just an example, let's change colors, right? Yellow and yellow here, let's change colors, yellow, yellow. So I would enter here, this would be my entry, right? So this is one, and for the traders who are going to wait for a counter trendline break, which is okay, you are just going to have an entry, you know, on a different level, right? You're going to wait for a counter trendline break, market is going to retrace, and then maybe you are going to enter on the next counter trendline break, something like this, right? No, because the higher time frame controls the smaller time frame. So this is an upgrade, everybody, when we are talking about concepts, you know. Wait for the market to, if this would be the example, daily chart and the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart, and even though maybe you have a change in the short-term trend, especially on the smaller time frames, you know, wait for the low to close, not a candle, a low. Okay, yes, but you said that the C doesn't need to be a low. Again, don't mix apples with bananas. Okay, this concept still stands, you know, this concept still stands, everybody, you know. This is still the C, but now I'm not talking about the C, I'm talking about timing, I'm talking about the entry, right? And we showed you yesterday, we wrote into the chart that according to the latest statistics of the Fibonacci's, 90% of losing trades are not based on the direction of the Fibonacci, but because of wrong timing. Okay, so if you are trading on the 1 hour chart, 15-minute chart, whatever chart, you know, find the relationship chart. Like for the 15-minute chart is the 4 hour, and the 1, 2 hour, 4 hour is the daily. And if this would be the example and goes in both ways, up Fibonacci original one, down Fibonacci original one, you know, wait for the low to close. If you want, you know, maybe you are a risky trader or a more aggressive trader, you know, you are just going to speculate that the market is going to reverse, right? Wait for the low to close, because after the low, what must happen? And this is basic stuff, everybody, from the very beginning of the course. You know, after a low happens, right? What is a low? A central candle with 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right. After a low happens, what must happen in order for the market to wave. It's a must. It's an absolute must. And yes, we know that the market can do anything it wants, right? But if the uptrend, structural uptrend, relevant highs and lows is going to continue, you know, if the relevant highs and lows are going to continue, what must happen, or what is going to happen if you wait for a low, right? And some of you beginner traders 101, you know, you are not checking the higher time frames, are you? You know, not all of you, of course, but some of you are still not checking, you know. Oh, I rarely check the daily chart, or I rarely check the weekly chart, right? Now here is a trick. What if you have a low on the daily and you are trading on the 2-hour chart or whatever, but you don't have a low on the weekly? What is going to happen? And again, probability wise, right? Original one like this. So, you know, you are patient and we are waiting for the market to reverse, you know, and you know, you have a low on the daily, you know, but you don't have a low on the weekly. Why not? How is this possible? Well, every candle on the weekly chart is a wick, you know. Now the good point is this: there is no right or wrong, everybody. So somebody is asking on the other streaming platform, Passion, are you waiting for the weekly lows? Of course not. You know, of course not. But I'm also very aware that the market can push down, right? So it goes, everything, everybody, it goes together with the probabilities, you know. And I'm not talking now just about the Fibonacci. I'm talking about everything and anything that we learned so far. You know, trend lines, counter trend lines, past support, resistance, market wave, extension retracement, structure. So if structure is up and the market wave is showing me that there is a change in the short-term trend, you know, on the smaller time frames, I'm not going to wait for a weekly low. Now, what is the bad news? You need to make your own decisions, everybody. It's up to you. Okay? Train another pair meanwhile. No, sir. No, sir. I mean, no, sir. There is no right or wrong. There are no rules, you know. Everybody, you can, those are concepts, right? When we are trying to learn how probabilities work. So, if you have a C and it's confirmed, can you enter? Yes, you can. Just remember that you have a different probabilities if you would wait for a daily to close a low. And even though if you have a daily that it's closing a low, should you enter? Can you enter? I mean, you can do anything you want, right? Be patient, yes sir. Okay, just you need to understand the different probabilities, you know. So if you enter on the 15-minute chart or 1-hour chart and you are going to lose, you know why did you lose. Or if you entered on a bullish or bearish candle, this candle is bearish in this example, it could be bullish, but a bullish candle, it's not a low yet, you know, and you can enter, you know, we learned about candlestick formation, so you can enter in a bullish candle, but it's not a low. You can do this, but if you lose, you know why did you lose, right? And again, in the end, there are no guarantees with the Fibonacci also, you know. The Fibonacci can go down, the market can go down and smack everything, you know. It can ruin the Fibonacci on the monthly, weekly, daily, you know. The market can do anything it wants. Any questions about the C, everybody? And then we're going to check currency pair by currency pair, the daily charts, and we're going to address trading. Passion, why the daily chart? Well, because the daily chart is the intermediate chart because for most of you. You know, if I'm going to go on the weekly chart, you know, I'm going to let the other traders out. If I'm going on the 1 hour chart or 2 hour chart, I'm letting also again the others out. So the daily chart for some of you is the trading chart, and the daily chart for some of you is the confirmation chart. So this is why we are going to check the daily charts. Okay, no questions, great. Let's address AUDCAD first. Okay, everybody, I'm going to delete the things, so we are not going to bother, you know, delete, 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 delete. King of Swing, JBP, King of Swing, today we are going to check all the currency pairs on the daily, not just one, okay? Okay, everybody, so this is the AB, we have an uptrend line, we projected a crown, this is our C, okay? This is our C, what would you say? Okay, this is the daily. Is now the right time to short the market on the daily chart? Remember, everybody, these webinars are not trading or investment advice. We can draw the Fibonacci of the confirmation. You know, we can draw another counter trend line if you want. Okay, let's make a poll, everybody. Who wants to enter the market shorting right now? Right now. AUDCAD daily chart, shorting the market right now. You can say yes, you can say no, you can say I don't know. Everybody? Who in here thinks it's a great way to go? And remember, there is no right or wrong. I will see this video again and ask again. Sure, Patak, no problem, thank you. King of Swing says, understood, sir. Everybody, what do you think? Should we go short right now? We have a confirmed C. Just today we learned that we should wait for a high in a downtrend. We have a high. We have a center candle with 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right, you know. And we have, it's not confirmed yet because the daily, it's still moving, but we can project a low, you know. It's a higher low, remember this, everybody, still a higher low. And we can project our confirmation Fibonacci. Christian says, wait for the candle to close under the trend line. Great. Annie says, I do. Zuelius, no, trend line is holding the market. Okay, everybody, great. So this is one, right? No, until the next counter trend line break. Great. So this is one. Now let's move on the AUDCHF. AUDCHF, we are not going to use the Fibonacci's, everybody, because this market. Oh, let me see. Maybe I'm mistaken the currency pairs. You know, out. Okay, no, we're not going to use the Fibonacci on AUDCHF. Next, AUDJPY. AUDJPY, it's a nice trending currency. We're going to check the daily chart again. AUDJPY daily chart. Okay. Now let's delete the indicators. Delete. Where is this one? Delete. I'm moving the pivot point. Okay. We have a down Fibonacci, everybody, and it's huge, right? AB, and the market is up in here. Okay, and this is the C. This is the C, ABC. Let's edit label, make it bigger, and like this. Okay. And also we have a sub, right? Sub A, sub B, sub C, sub D. Okay. Let's make a pull, everybody. AUDJPY, long or short, right now? AUDJPY, long or short? I'm going to delete this. If not, you're going to be biased, everybody. Trend line is not correct. I need to adjust the trend line, something like this. There you go. Okay, everybody. AUDJPY, long or short? So we have the C, which is up in here for the time being, and if this is this a higher? Yes. So I need to adjust the trend line. Now this is the trend line. This is the C, and our sub C, contrarian sub C. This is our sub C for the traders who want to go long, you know. This is the sub C. What would you say, everybody? This is the market. Long or short on AUDJPY? Meaning, do you want to go long on the contrarian Fibonacci on AUDJPY, or do you want to go short on the original Fibonacci AUDJPY? Victor, how are you? FS Campaigner short. Christian, short on the D. Short. Victor, how is your hedge fund doing? Do you still need traders, Victor? How many traders did you got? One, two, three. How many do you need more? Everybody, you can talk to Victor if you want. He has opened, I don't remember, it was a month ago or two, but he has opened a hedge fund. And he's looking for traders, right? Short. Zuelius, I can see if market make a new relevant higher or not. Teacher Zuelius, make a decision, please. Decide. Everybody, you can say everything, but not, oh, I need to think about, you know. Oh, I need to wait. Long or short? FX Campaigner, great boss, man. If I would be your boss, believe me, your life and my life would be much easier, you know. You know, everybody, don't call me boss. If I would be your boss, talking about trading, right? My life and your life would be much easier, you know. 3, great, congratulations. If yes, go long. If not, short. So if the market makes a higher high, Zuel is going to go long. If not, go short. Teacher Zuelius, I'm asking you as a student of yours, what Fibonacci are you trading? What Fibonacci are you trading? Everybody, your decision must be based on the Fibonacci. I'm talking about direction. You know? And I mean, I'm not your father, you know, but you cannot trade it. Oh, I'm going to go both and short and long. Well, this is what it's called a hedge, and you are not going to make many money out of this. King of Swings, short. Teacher Zuelius, what Fibonacci are you trading? Okay? Are you trading the original one, or are you trading... Okay, let's rephrase the question. What Fibonacci are you looking to trade? The original or the contrarian? Because you cannot trade both. Right? Oh, if the market makes a higher high, I'm going to go long. Well, you can't if you are trading the original one. Or if the market is going to make a lower low, I'm going to go short. Well, you can't if you are trading the contrarian one. So which one are you looking to trade? And we have a picture, everybody, that it's telling you, don't try to do everything. Because you can't. Our brain cannot sustain that much information and this kind of focus. Zuelius, right? It's difficult to decide, right? Okay, everybody? Okay, this is AUDJPY. Next, let's talk about... And no, Miguel, I'm not going to talk about AUDNZD because it's sideways. We are going to jump. Guys, remember, guys and girls, remember, don't use Fibonacci in a sideways consolidation currencies. It doesn't work. AUDUSD. And as you can see, everybody, we were projecting. Let's get rid of the indicators. We are not there yet. We were projecting a crown. Let's get rid of the indicators. You know, this is our C. We are going to adjust our trend line and zoom out of the chart. Everybody, ABC, right? Same question that we did about the AUDJPY. So what would trade, everybody? Do you want to trade AUDUSD original Fibonacci and go short? Or do you want to trade AUDUSD contrarian Fibonacci and you want to go long? Everybody? And don't be shy, everybody, it's not right or wrong. You can say short, you can say long, you can say I don't know. Christian says, I go short on original Fibonacci on the daily. Great. Right now? Or would you wait for something? We just talked about candles, everybody, and highs and lows. If you want to short the market, do you want to wait for something to happen, or we are just going to short right now? Remember, everybody, timing is a big part. You know, timing is a big part. You know, and as you can see, in some point in time this C was like this, right? 24. Is this 24? Yes. So in some point in time we had a closed high, right? We have a closed high, but we didn't have a closed low, and right now the market is like this. So as you can see, everybody, this is timing. We had a closed high in a downtrend, right? Meaning down Fibonacci, short-term uptrend retracement, but we want to short the original Fibonacci, and this was a closed high like this, and the market still pushed up, right? Wait for a counter trendline break on AUDUSD. Short contrarian after counter trendline break. Great. Original counter trendline break short. Okay, everybody. What if the counter trendline break never happens? What if the market is going to push higher and higher and higher? What then? Everybody? What then? Or maybe the market is going to break a counter trend line but still making higher highs, higher lows. For the next, we are in August, so for the next 5 months. Until Christmas. Everybody. Right? What are you going to do? And if you are biased, everybody, what does this mean? This means that you have only one point of view. And no, I'm not saying that you are wrong, because me too, I want to short the market, but strategy. What is going to happen if the market is not going to break a counter trend line? Or is going to break the uptrend line and is just going to switch channels? Then what? Are you going to wait until the end of the year to make some pips out of any currency pair? And again, I'm just asking questions, you know? Not a problem, right? And remember, everybody, those webinars are not trading or investment advice, right? So what is the solution now that we are moving from one currency pair to another? You need to take in consideration the structure that we have learned and the market wave that we have learned and the strong resistance and support levels in order to make a decision based on probability, right? So if I'm compressing the chart like this, and this is the daily chart, and I'm going to delete a few things, delete, you know. So strong resistance is here, you know, and the next strong resistance, pivot point, whatever, right, is going to be up in here, you know. And the next strong resistance is going to be somewhere up in here, you know. We have all different strong resistance, right? And we don't know what is going to happen. But market structure, we know that the market can go up and up and up until here. This is the last resistance when we talk about market structure. This is the last reversal point. Why is that? Because if the market is not going to reverse up in here and we don't have the crystal ball, it's going to break structure. And if it's going to break structure, everything is going to change. Christian says, if the market is not going to break the trend line, then I will spot for change in the trend. Great answer, Christian. Great answer. So everybody, strategy is one, right? Projection is two. trade what you see is number 3, you know. And so how can you play this game? You can play this game with short support resistance levels, you know. So I'm looking to short the market, just an example. So I'm looking to short the market, and I can see that, let's make a quadrant. I can see that this is the level of, and remember, resistance levels, support levels are not lines, are not numbers, are areas. So this is the area that I want, that the market is going to show me if it's going to reverse or not, meaning the market needs to make lower lows, lower highs in order to show me that the market is ready to reverse. Does this make sense to you? Yes, okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a buy stop order up in here, just an example, and remember these webinars are not trading advice, but I can put a buy stop order, buy stop, you know, if the market is going to go out of this resistance level, and bam, you know, the market just took me in the market. And let's make it like this one, you know. So the market went up, and again I can play the same game with the market with resistance, you know, like, oh, this is the, again, I have a bullish candle because I want to short the market, and clone, I can put a buy stop order above the resistance level. So every time that the market hits resistance levels is showing me that we are not ready to go short yet. So we can take the opportunity of the market going up and up and up and up. If, of course, this is a part of your strategy, you know. Everybody, I cannot tell you what to do, right? But this is one simple trick on how can you play the chess with the market, you know. You are waiting for a reversal, so every time the market pauses and goes kind of sideways, you know, you can put a buy stop order above the bearish candlestick formation, you know, above the highs, you know, form a high, buy stop, and if it takes you in, great. This means that the market is going to be rallying and rallying and rallying. Does this make sense to you, everybody? It's a simple entry strategy, nothing special about this one, right? So the lesson really today is don't overcomplicate everybody your entries. You know, I'm going to wait for Ichimoku and Stochastic and Gamma Guppy and God only knows what other indicator, you know, and I'm going to enter with the counter trendline break and the moving average crossover and the Heikki Nashi. You are never going to make any pips out of this, because the combination of your signals is just going to tell you wait and wait and wait and wait, you know, not yet, not yet, not yet, right? Don't complicate your trading, everybody. This would be a nice concept for today. Don't overcomplicate your trading, right? Find the solution. How are you going to take advantage of what the market is going to do, or find a solution to take advantage on what the market is doing instead of the market taking advantage on you. I don't know if my English is correct, and I don't know if this is the correct sentence, but you know, does this make sense to you, everybody? What's the time? Okay, let's go first on GBPJPY, then we are going to move on the other ones. GBPJPY, Daily chart, GBPJPY daily chart. Let's see. Man, I don't have any Fibonacci. Do I have? Down, down, down. Okay. GBPJPY, we have a down original Fibonacci. The market still can fall, you know, and we are here right now, right? This is the Fibonacci of the confirmation, so the contrarian Fibonacci, high to low, change colors, contrarian, pink goes to pink, Fibonacci retracement. This was the second one, okay, and up trend line. Okay, everybody, so what about this one? Long or short? And as you can see, everybody, the market is doing what we just talked about, right? So play the game if you want. Play the game with support and resistance if you want, right? Those webinars are not investment or trading advice, but the market is making, so trade what you see, right? What can you see? Extension, retracement, extension, retracement. So you can see the market wave and you can see the short-term trend making higher highs, higher lows. And when we are biased to go short because the original Fibonacci is down and the market is retracing and we don't like the contrarian, right? And we don't understand the contrarian, we are just going to wait and wait and wait and wait. Right, Miguel? And Victor, right? And Zuelius, right? And Salbakti, right? And Regan, right? And King of Swing, right? No, I'm not going to say Christian. Christian is an intraday trader. He's entering the market more frequently. Right, everybody? No, I'm not going to say Patak. Patak likes the contrarian. He's trading the contrarian. But most of us, and I'm with you guys, okay? I'm with you. Most of us, we like the original one, but we don't like the contrarian one. And some of us, I'm with you guys, some of us, we don't understand the contrarian one. So I'm going to lose the opportunity to make pips on every single currency pair and time frame that it's not moving in the direction of the original Fibonacci. Thank you, Zuelius, for being honest. Zuelius says right. I know. I'm telling you every single webinar, everybody, I know exactly how you think and I know exactly how you feel. I mean exactly. Literally exactly. Oh, but you cannot possibly. I know exactly how you think and feel. Because I've been there. I've been there where you are. I know how you think. I know how you think on the Fibonacci's. I know how you feel on strategy. I know how you feel on entries. I know that you have a setup and you are looking for different things that are going against the setup that happened already, and I know that you are not entering the market. I'm telling you guys, it's your choice if you are not believing me, but I'm telling you, I know exactly how you feel and how you think. So you say, yes, master, certo mestre. Thanks for the lesson, sir. I told you, thank me when you learn. Thank me when you are going to move forward, you know. Okay, everybody, our time is up. See you back tomorrow. Until tomorrow, try to implement, what would you say? Implement this simple trick. Play around when the market goes against you. If you want, okay? Remember, this is not a trading advice.